Welcome to another episode of The Road Truth. As always, I'm your host, BX Bad Boy. And today we're going to be talking about the election and the nonsense. So, today is about the election. I just don't get it. It's pathetic on how simple this is. I mean, not for nothing. All ballots have to be counted. And they weren't allowed to count them, for the mail-in ones that is, until after the election or on election day. There's millions of ballots that had to be counted. So it's like, okay, what do you mean we found? They didn't say they found. Okay? They went through the mail-in ballots, and inside the mail-in ballots, they found more for Biden, which we all knew was going to happen. That Biden was going to get more votes through the mail-in ballots than Trump. So, of course, the number's going to go from Trump to Biden, and in some cases, back to Trump. Trying to stop the count at any moment is just insane. That's like saying, I already won by the numbers, so that, hey, stop counting. Now, mind you, he didn't have 270 that I saw ever. So he didn't win. He was winning in some cases because the Republicans, they went in. Democrats voted by mail because they took the virus serious. Not like, some people are like, fuck it, I'll die. But people like the conservative twins, which make rednecks look bad, more bad than the stereotype. Oh, they found this. They didn't find them. If you had half a brain, you would know they just started counting them. And even though in their video they just posted today, they put up, after their nonsense of where'd you get the ballots from, just finding them, they even stated on how some states counted the mail-in ballots second, not first. They're like, but they've been sitting there for days. They weren't allowed to count them, thanks to the Republican Party. So, blame your own party, conservative twins, and stop trying to be a Democrat hater, because if those votes that were mailed in were all for Trump, you wouldn't be bitching that they found more votes. This is about you being conservative and you sucking ass to Donald Trump. That's what it's about. This is not about Democrat and Republican to be truth. It's about sucking the asshole of Donald Trump. It's almost sickening. He has not done one thing for this country in a whole. Has he done shit for the Conservative Party and Republicans? Oh, of course. What has he done for the entire country? Not just Republicans and not just ass kissers. What has he done? Don't tell me about prison reform or reform. He just did that because of all the bullshit that's going on. He's trying to get the votes. So of course he's going to do that. But he had 4 years to do something. And right before election he decides to do it? Oh, no, that's not convenient, you Republican douchebags. Now, I'm not Democrat or Republican, but I'm a common sense dude. That I'm almost 100% certain Biden isn't going to go, it's only the flu, let it go. Like Trump said, but yet he said it's dangerous, more dangerous than any common flu. 5 times more dangerous from his own fucking fat orange mouth. But you douchebags, Republicans, and you conservative twins are sucking the Donald Trump ass. And you know what? You keep sucking enough, you're going to get some shit. And the shit's going to fall right on top of you. He's a sick, twisted, fucking capitalist. And not in a good way. He only cares about himself. He's afraid of getting out of that office. He's going to get put in jail. So he needs the office to stay out of jail. because he hasn't done enough to get someone to protect him. Meaning, he hasn't made enough money or greased enough people's pockets to get himself out of the trouble he's in. He's hiding behind the office. The president is supposed to be for everyone, not just Democrat, not just Republican. But he hasn't done shit for anyone but Republican. Anybody but the rich. And David Pakman said it best. He repeated a statement his father made. That everyone's following Donald Trump. They're not following Republican Party. They're not giving two shits what he does. It's him they're following, like sycophant animals. Like, I don't get it. Do you have to be struck by fucking lightning for you to see that you're just harming this country by allowing him to stay in any kind of power? And yes, I understand that the votes are in, but you sycophant fuck-ups are trying to stop the count, trying to make him win. That's undemocratic. That's authoritarianism. I said the word wrong. I don't care. Bite me. It's not our way, our American way. All votes get counted and all votes count. And I really don't care at the end of the day if all the votes are cast and they all vote for Trump. If that's what the country voted, so be it. Do I agree with it? Do I like it? Hell to the no. But if that's what it is, that's what it is. I don't care if they're for Trump. I don't care if they're for Biden. I care that they're counted because that's what the fuck we stand for. What do you two jackasses stand for? Being derelicts? Because you're, Trump this, Trump that, Trump this, Trump that. Are you fucking kidding me? If he only took care of this pandemic that he even claims that you two dickheads don't pay attention to how dangerous this virus is, maintained it better, instead of calling it a hoax and playing it off. I'm not going to wear a mask because I don't have to. I caught COVID. Of course he caught COVID and survived. I don't care if he was 95 or 1,000 years old. He has more doctors and more options for medicine that the rest of us Americans don't. I don't wish this virus on anyone, but some of you people that don't believe in the virus should catch it. You know why? So you go, oh my God, it's so real. Oh, Trump this and Trump that. You people don't care because it's not affecting you. Wait till COVID steals one of your family members. And then come tell me it's not a real virus. But knowing you sycophant fucks, you'll turn around and say, they were old. It was their time. No life, not even your lives, you assholes, are worth losing. Just to look like a big tough guy, no mask. It's all about appearance, not about safety, not about right and wrong. This whole thing's not about right and wrong. It's about follow the leader. And you guys, as well as the other Republicans, are playing follow the leader. But he's taking you to fucking hell. And you're glad to go. But yeah, you don't see nothing wrong with that. That's the sad part. It leaves me as a true response. Because you know what? I can't understand it. I'm not saying that Biden is going to be a great president. He might be a dickhead of a president too. I doubt it. But he's going to take care of the virus. I guarantee you that much. And I guarantee you he's going to do what's in the best interest of the country because it's in the best interest of him. Like, all the people that didn't vote for Trump would have voted for him if he took the country, put the country first. He didn't put the country first. He put himself and his sycophants first. And all his followers and all his base. That's not the point of the presidency. The point of the presidency is to stand up for Americans and stand up for the weak. Not attack the weak. Not attack the opposite side. That's in the argument for the office. But once you're in the office, Democrats, Republican, Independent, nobody's like me is what you're supposed to be caring about. This fuckhead didn't do shit for me. As a matter of fact, he fucked me over. And fucked my father over. Right now my father's lying up in a hospital bed trying to recover his brain. And he only has Medicare. And right now Medicare is in jeopardy, and so is my father's life. You two douches. You belong with Donald Trump. Because you two are fucking stupid. I don't care you feel disrespected. I feel disrespected that you think that Donald Trump and everything he's done is in the best interest of this country. It might be in the best interest of your conservative asses, but it's not in the best interest of this country. And if Biden becomes president, I hope he does in the best interest of this country. And if he doesn't, I'll say the same thing about him. That he needs to go. Stop picking a party. Pick life over a party. But no. You Republicans and conservatives and crackhead Democrats. Oh, the party, the party, the party. But look at the Democrats. They just fucked over their own party. We lost more seats that the Democrats had. And seats they should have won against Republicans, they lost. Because they didn't fucking take care of their own. They're no better. But Donald Trump has got to go. Bill Barr has got to go. One day, they will come for you. You don't know when, and you'll not know why, but you'll be next on their list. I promise you on that one. And it won't come directly because they don't know how to do shit directly. They're kings of indirect. Meaning the fact is, they burn down a house and then the house falls over on yours. That's how they'll do it. Because they're too stupid to go right after someone and get it done. Mark my words. One day, they'll fuck you over because he goes after his own Republican conservative party. He doesn't care about anybody but himself and whatever gets him elected. Or whoever likes him. He doesn't care if the followers are racist, murderers, rapists, killers. He doesn't care what they've done. He only cares about their vote and their support. That's sick and twisted. If a normal man were to be okay with racists, he'd be marked as a racist and ostracized. Trump sides with racists and he's the man. Trump sides with a potential pedophile who had a pedophile ring, and he's still the man. There's nothing this man can't do for you assholes not to follow him. You know what that says to me? You're following him, not the Republican Party, not conservative, not the presidency. You're fans. You know, those sick, twisted cocksuckers that think their superstar is the greatest in the whole wide world. Like those sycophants for Beyonce and for other singers. Oh my God, oh my God, oh they're the greatest. Beyonce can't do no wrong. That's you. You're no better than a Beyonce fan. All of you Republicans that are following Trump and people that voted for him, after how bad he fucked us up with this goddamn COVID, how bad he fucking up our economy, because he didn't make our economy good again. We're not even back to where we were before COVID. We're still down. So what the fuck did he do? And he didn't do it either. If he would have just required masks and required social distancing and listened to the scientists instead of trying to take the country back from them, we'd be just fine. But no. He wants to take power because that's all he cares about. And all he cares about is who gives him power. It's really twisted what he's done. And for anyone to justify what he's done that isn't paid by him in the Republican Party to promote it, like his stupid PR bitch, McEnany, she's paid to continuously lie. Normal people, or their so-called normal lives, shouldn't support his lies and bullshit. He declares victory when there isn't a victory. He claims he won this election by voting, by the votes, but they weren't all tallied. If he was down in the polls and Biden was up, he would have begged for those mail-in ballots to be counted and don't stop counting until I win. And just like he said in 2016, he's not going to accept the election unless he's the winner of it before 2020. That's sick. You're not going to accept an election, whether there was tampering or not, unless you declared the winner. Wow. And this is the asshole you dumbass fucks follow. I pity you. I pity America if he stays elected. He's a criminal beyond any other criminal that's been in that office. And he's using you to commit his crimes. Because he's doing them against you. That $79 million fucking tax came out of your pocket. And if you're okay with that, then you're stupid because you're against yourself. In some kind of like God, like, oh my God, it's Donald Trump, I must touch him. Get a hand puppet, put his face on it, and go jack off to it. You only care because you're a fan. Because the only people that don't care about him aren't fans. And the rest are intelligent people that see the hell and nightmare he's put us in. And I'm sorry that you're a sycophant retard. I guess that's what happens with all that inbreeding. Such a shame. You would think that even with the inbreeding, you would see what kind of asshole he is, and he needs to be out of office. You can follow him to wherever he goes to hide from his tax corruption, and anything other crime he's committed. Follow him doing that. He'll become the next fucking Bin Laden, hiding in fucking tunnels, trying to avoid fucking the IRS and the FBI. Have fun with that. And for the rest, yeah, it's out of our hands. You can't stop the count. You might be able to get a recount, which, by the way, they didn't say yes to a recount in Wisconsin. You need to get a court order for that. And they didn't get that yet. Anyway, at this point of this recording, anyway. And here's the other point. You can't stop the counting. You can only get a recount if you have a valid reason. And because they didn't have binoculars, because that's exactly what fucking, Giuliani said, that they didn't have good view, they didn't have glasses and binoculars. Are you fucking kidding me? And that's a reason for you to recount? They'll try anything to win. And I understand that idea, because if I could get away with doing some things to win, like right now I'm in the hole, my family's in the hole, my son is depending on me, my father's depending on me. I'd love to fuck somebody over right now and make sure that my family's taken care of. But I'm not a douchebag, so I'm not going to. I'm going to do my best to find a better way, the right way. I'm not going to lose my soul just to win. So to me, y'all are just soulless beasts. Need to be put down.